This is like the only popularity list where being popular sometimes is bad. So this is the boy name version of last week when I announced the fastest rising girl names in the top 100 in the UK. Some of my friends will not be happy that their kids' names are going down in popularity as well. Awkward. My name's SJ. I am a baby name nerd, consultant, reporter in the press. Someone's got to do it. It is a public service that we all need. Hit subscribe for all things baby names and check out the list. So the 12th most popularly rising name in the UK for this whole year is the name Hudson. I love it. I really like it. It reminds me of the Hudson River over in New York, where I've been like once, but feel like I'm like second home. But it's such a cool name, I think, because it's got Sunny as a nickname and it's that surname as first name coolness going on for it. So yeah, it went up 10 spots to number 59. So all of these are ones that are in the top 100, but let me know. I want to delve deeper down into the charts. I've got all of the numbers and do all the data as well. So I will be doing that. So hit subscribe if you want even more rarer ones. The next name, controversial, up 10 points, is the name Ralph. So Ralph is up 10 as well, up to number 85. Now Ralph was totally barely heard of in the mid-90s, looking back to it, and then it's kind of just been going up recently. Ralph, it's hitting its kind of vintageness. So loads of people ask me why do names come in and out of style. It does follow popular culture. I wonder whether Judy blooms forever. If you know, you know. I recently reread it. I never forgot it from the first time, to be honest. But I do really like the name Ralph. Short, sweet, one syllable. It means wolf council, so really trendy. And I can see why it's got its vintage cool back. Now it's number 85. Up 11 places is the name Alfred. I was quite surprised looking back at the data that Alfred actually has been around in the like sort of top 200, 250 for ages. I've never met an Alfred, but I was then thinking, I wonder if they all go by Alfie. So Alfie is the nickname. It really was absolutely massive a few years ago and it's actually declining, but it's at number 16 still, whereas Alfred is going on up. It's at number 80. I love it. It's got so much going for it. It's got Batman vibes. It's got the Alfie nickname. It's also got the Freddie nickname, or the Fred. So it's a really good name. Alf. At number 9, just getting back into the top 100, is the name Nathan. Now Nathan means gift of God. I love the name Nathan. I've met a few Nathans. It was really popular name a while ago, so it's kind of funny to see it coming back up. It was up 12 places to number 99, and it was like at the end of the 80s massive. Then it went like ooh, right down, and now it's just going back up again into the top 100. It is to me a handsome name. When I hear gift of God, I think every Nathan I knew thought they were a gift of God, and they were pretty good looking guys. But I do love the name Nathan. I think it's got a lot going for it. I think Nate as a nickname is a big reason to use it as well. And then at 8, also up 12 points to number 91, is Kai. Really lush again. This whole list is cool. Hudson, Ralph, Alfred, Nathan, Kai. Like, these are going to be the classes in 5 years time. And Kai is lush. It means sea or shell. Really trendy. It really was high in like the early noughties. So 2003 is when Kai really peaked. It was at number 53 then. So it's kind of been going up and down, but it's going back up again now. So Kai could be for you. It is very cool. There's such a mixture on this list of like trendy and then vintage cool. So we call it vintage gold, not vintage old. So up 13 places next is Rupert. Rupert to number 93. It's back in the top 100. It means bright fame. So it's like a variation of Robert. I do know a little Rupert. And I have recommended Rupert to quite a few people that I'm friends with IRL in real life, because I'm sort of friends with girls who would have Ruperts in Surrey. I do like it. I like the nickname Rue, and I've always thought that was really cool. So I can see why it's going back up, and it might be shrugging off, you know, like things like Casper. We had loads of associations. Casper, we loved it, but when it was like, oh, Casper the Friendly Ghost, and with Rupert it was Rupert the Bear. But does anyone remember that anymore? Not really. And then up 13 as well was Jude. See, it's like vintage then cool. Jude was so not used a few years ago. It's quite a modern popular name, but literally since 2009 it's been ramping it up through the charts, and now it is at number 40. Already at number 40, Jude. I think for a while, because it was a unisex name, it was a tiny bit less popular. And now those names are really, really popular. So you can hear Jude for a boy or a girl, but mainly for boys. Such a cool one. Means praised. Such a lovely meaning. Absolutely love it. 5, the 5th most popularly rising name in the UK for boys this year, 2022, is Otis. So back into the vintage world. I'm just like all over the shop. What era am I in? Otis up 15 places to 81. Obviously we think of Otis Redding, I think is the most famous. This really has come about the last 2 years since Sex Education, the TV show, brought Otis and Maeve roaring into the charts. Like, everyone loved that show. I actually, yeah, no, you don't care what I think about that show. Anyway, Otis, it means son of Ode. So not the best meaning in the world, but does it need to have it? No, because it's really lovely and ends in an S. And then also at 15 is a name that got vetoed by my husband, and it's the name Oakley, and I was obsessed with it. I loved it. He just thought of the glasses, like, oh, like, I don't even know if that's a trendy brand, Oakley glasses, but now the name is rising through the charts, and I love, 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 love it. It's got the nature vibes of, it means meadow of oaks. Anything ending in Lee means kind of meadow, which is a cool thing to know. And since 2017, it's been on this rampant rise, and my little boy was born in 2016, Finn, and I couldn't get Oakley past my husband. So yeah, maybe I would have been one of these people making this name rise, because I loved it so much. At 3rd most popularly rising name for boys is Luca. Honestly, after the movie, I am pretty sure Lucas has been around. He would say it like that, but Lucas has been around for so long. I know a lot of Lucases, so I can understand Luca coming in. It's up 17 places to 28, and it means bringer of light, so a beautiful name meaning as well. Funny that Lucy and Lucia and Lucia haven't really come back up yet, but Luca's there. The 2nd most popular rising, honestly, number 1 has shocked me. Shocked me. Number 2 is the name Blake, up 28 spots in the UK to number 74. It's absolutely had a meteoric rise. This name actually peaked in 2014 and has kind of been down, and now it's going back up again, and it means dark or black. Blake, again, like a gender neutral one, like Jude and Blake and Hudson. These names are just so cool. I'm thrilled with them. I love seeing some different types of names coming up. And then the number 1 most popularly rising name in the UK for boys, any guesses? I don't know if you'd guess it. I definitely couldn't guess it. It is the name Brodie. Yeah, Brodie. It went up 36 places to number 90, so it's new in the top 100. I feel like I'm doing the charts. Yeah, so totally, since 2020, Brodie has just gone like boom, boom, and really gone through the roof. So what was happening in 2020, I don't know, but it's a very, very lovely name with that strong O, so I can see why it's popular. The B sound is really, really nice. For me, it's just so like very American preppy high school type of guy. It just feels like so different to me than the sort of Alfreds and the Ralphs, and then we've got Brodie as well. So it's just really lovely to see all the diversity in our names, and all the inspiration come from so many different places. Do you have a little Brodie? Let me tell you the ones that went down the most in the top 100. Logan, which is weird, because I would put Logan and Brodie as a sort of vibe. Logan went down to number 53, went down 16 places. Adam went down 10 to number 44. Didn't even realise Adam was so high up in the charts, but it makes sense. I thought that the Adam Driver might make it a bit popular, but it's a normcore name that I like. Harrison, this is the one that surprised me, went down 8 places to number 49, and that surprised me because that's been right around the top, so maybe it's just been replaced by Hudson now. Samuel went down 9 places to number 56. So traditional name maybe being taken over by some of these newer sounding vintage ones instead. But I actually still see Samuel on quite a lot of lists. And then Harvey went down 9 spots to number 95. So Harvey's going out of the charts, and that was around a lot a few years ago. So I hope you enjoyed it, the movers and the groovers. I love doing all the stats. It's so much fun for me. Do hit subscribe. As I said, you can get loads of name ideas from me. I have a podcast, which is a consultancy, which is super duper fun. I'm hoping to bring it back extremely soon. Just get through the next few weeks with my sisters. Cancer scans and all of that stuff. Yeah, but stick around. I would love to chat to you in the comment section below as well. I'm going back to last week for the girl version. Bye guys.